Welcome back to the O'Reilly Family Event Center. We're about ready to tip off here with the Clever Lady Jays and the Eldon Lady Mustangs. The Lady Jays coming in with a record of 16-5, and Eldon has a record of 16-4. Eldon's a Class 4 school, up close in Central Missouri, up close to Jefferson City and Osage, kind of in between those two towns there. Quality team coming in. Clever's going to have their hands full. The starters for Eldon tonight are number 4, Maddie Partridge, number 12, Grace Balcom, number 21, Macy Holderman, number 30, Brooklyn Bledsoe, and number 31, Taylor Pele. For Clever, we've got Madison Newman, Allie Clevenger, Harper Little, Hannah Maples, and Abby Menzies. The typical starting 5 out there for Coach Dan Jones of the Lady Jays. And we're just about ready to get things underway here. Abby Menzies will be in there to tip versus Grace Balcom. Same officials from last game. Abby tips it to Harper, and Harper puts it up and in. Lady Jays off to a quick 2-0 lead.
Up. Eldon fires right back.
Eldon comes back quickly. That was Grace Balcom with a bucket. She ties it up at 2, and here comes Allie Clevenger right back the other way. She draws the foul. She'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, we're 20 seconds in, and we got two baskets from both teams and potentially some free throws from Allie here.
A little bit faster pace than our boys' game previously.
Very fast. Allie off the mark on her first one there. She'll have one more here. She does make the second one. Clever's now up 3-2 as Eldon comes back the other way. Good passing from Eldon. Wide open layup. But Balcom's unable to connect. Clever tips the rebound out of bounds. It's going to stay with Eldon. Eldon ball on the baseline. Wide open three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Hannah Maples, who quickly comes the other way. She passes it ahead to Harper. Swings it cross court to Allie. Allie drives baseline, has her shot blocked, and Eldon comes away with the rebound. Could have been a little contact there.
Yep. Freshman trying to deliver with the left hand.
Good idea, great way to be aggressive attacking the basket.
Oh, wow.
Macy Halderman drives in, gets the basket and puts Eldon up 1. They now lead 4-3. Eldon in the press. Hannah decides to just go ahead and throw it to half court. Finds Abby Menzies, who drops it back to Allie Clevenger. Maples resets at the top of the key and dribbles it off Eldon's foot. That was Maddie Partridge, whose foot she dribbled it off of there, but she recovers and has it back at the top of the key again. Menzies sets a ball screen. Maples drops it off to Little. Little pulls the 3. It's long, rebound to Eldon. Macy Halderman pulls down the rebound and pushes the other way. Another wide open 3.
Wow. Both Blue Jays left are wide open there in the corner.
Brooklyn Bledsoe had a great look there. Menzies pulled down the rebound ahead to Clevenger, who finishes that time with the left. She's got a quick 3 points.
Freshman there is really aggressive. She's a starter for the Blue Jays.
Clever's call for the foul here. That's on Abby Menzies. It's her first and the first team foul on the Lady Jays. And we're 2 minutes into the first quarter, and Clever leads 5-4. Bledsoe again with the 3. This one's blocked, but Eldon holds on to it. Harper Little comes up with the steal, only to have it taken right back by Eldon. And the scoop is no good, but Eldon gets the rebound again. And they're able to connect this time. Macy Halderman gets it to go. And Jones wants to take a second to talk it over. Quick 30-second timeout here from the Lady Jays. Expect Jones to emphasize keeping Eldon off the glass. They've gotten several second chances and third chances here just a few minutes into the game.
Yeah, you'd really like to see the Blue Jays tighten up a little bit, going for a couple wild baskets where the ball bounced the other way. All of a sudden you're looking at being up maybe 7-2, 7-3, somewhere in there.
Yep, 2.5 minutes in here, and Eldon has a quick lead, 6-5. We'll see if they come out and shore things up here a bit. It'll be Clever's ball in the backcourt. Eldon is just in a half-court defense. Looks like they're in a half-court man-to-man as Hannah Maples brings the ball across the timeline.
Both Blue Jay teams getting played in a lot of man-to-man, like we talked about. You don't normally get to see.
Menzies drives but is unable to connect, and Halderman comes away with the rebound. Great steal by Madison Newman. Picks off the pass, takes it the other way, finds Menzies, who drops it back to Little, sets for three, fires. Nothing but net. 3 points for Harper Little, and Clever retakes the lead, 8-6. Clever's able to tip the pass, but it's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Eldon. Eldon ball thrown in on the baseline here. Looks like the Lady Jays are going to go to a 2-3 as well, just like the Clever boy Blue Jays like to do on baseline inbounds plays. Good pressure from Clevenger, gets her hands on it, but Eldon recovers. They feed it into Baucom, who dishes it back out to Bledsoe. Harper Little steals the cross-court pass, takes off on the full court, unable to connect, but draws the foul.
Blue Jays have really been active on defense. They're getting their hands on quite a few balls.
Yeah, great anticipation by Harper there. A long pass across court, and she didn't let it just hang there. She went out and got it. She'll go to the line to shoot two here. First one's good.
Harper Little, a sophomore. She's contributed, been a big player her freshman year as well.
Tessa Newman checks in for her sister Madison. Harper misses the second free throw. Menzies gets the rebound, is unable to connect, then Harper nearly gets it back, but she goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Eldon basketball. Clever now leads 9-6. And they come out in a little full court pressure here. Halderman there, pretty tall for a guard. She may be able to give Clever's press a little bit of trouble, being able to see over the defense. They break the press that time, and Clever tips it out of bounds underneath the basket, and it's going to stay with Eldon. Illegal screen called on Eldon. It's going to be Clever basketball. We'll see who that fouls on. Brooklyn Bledsoe, it's her first. That's the third team foul on Eldon. Hannah Maples brings it across for Clever. And Eldon's still in their man-to-man defense. They find Menzies for a 17-footer. No good. Out of bounds to Eldon. Menzies had a good look there. Must have just got off a little bit. Ashton Graff is going to check into the game for the Lady Jays. She's going to replace Menzies. Ashton just a sophomore as well. Several sophomores that see quite a bit of action for this Lady J team.
I was going to say, looking at our lineups here before the game, we see quite a few sophomores on the Blue Jays and a few more seniors on Eldon's team.
Yeah, very good Eldon squad. Like we said, 16-4 and a lot of veteran players. Harper Little gets the steal there on the full court press, unable to finish, and Eldon comes down with a rebound.
Uh-oh.
Halderman pushes it up the side. Clevenger tries for the charge and gets the call.
Wow.
Good job getting back.
Yeah, as soon as she seen that the offensive player there had made her mind up to go to the basket, she just simply stood down there and waited.
Yep, great job at taking the contact. It's a thing not a lot of people will do these days, but she stood in there and took the hit and got the call.
Giving up your body.
Clevenger looked to feed it in there to Ashton Graff, but the pass was just a little high, tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be Eldon basketball. Clever stays in the full court press. And Halderman dribbles right around it. She's now in the front court and in the corner.
She has been increasingly active
Another steal by the Lady Jays. Up to Hannah Maples, who takes it in and scores. And Eldon's going to want to take a quick timeout to talk it over. Just a quick 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. A little under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and Clever leads 11-6. You know, they haven't got a lot of steals in the backcourt there with the press. Eldon's gotten it across the timeline, but as they've gotten up there, then they've been able to have some success after Eldon's gotten into the front court.
Yeah, no, it looks like the full court press there kind of slowed them down just enough to get Eldon and get a few of their players in some tough ball handling situations, and it's worked out for them.
Yeah, Clever. Coach Jones likes to use that press quite a bit, and it's been pretty successful for him this year. Give Eldon a quick different look here. They backed out of the press. I expect they'll be right back in it after their next made basket. Looks like Clever fell back into a 2-3 zone here. They look to get it inside, but Madison Newman breaks up the pass and gets the steal. Allie Clevenger has it, that goes the other way. Unable to connect. And Halderman comes down with another rebound and pushes it up the sideline. Lady J still in the 2-3. Open three for Taylor Pele, who can't connect, but offensive rebound. They get it back to Pele, and this time she makes it. Clever leads 11-8. Maples brings the ball into the front court. Ball screen from Newman. And Maples goes the other way. Sister to sister there from Tessa to Madison. Back up to Hannah Maples now. Looks for the Lady Jays to create some action. Clevenger drives. Back to Graff for the 17-footer. And she gets the roll. Count the basket for Ashton Graff. Clever leads 13-8.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Clint. Was last year Ashton Graff's first year playing basketball?
No, she was a freshman last year, but it was not her first year.
Okay. She's been a big contributor. I know more and more this season. She's really gotten a lot better.
Yeah, she's improved, and she's gotten to see more varsity minutes as the season's gone along. Hannah Maples got the 2 to go there, pushes Clever's lead 13-8 now. Eldon drives in and draws the foul on the Lady Jays. That foul called on Tessa. That's her first, second team foul. Abby Menzies and Harper Little return to the game for Clever. As well as Madison Gladney. She gets her first action of the night, checks in. Madison's just a freshman, so another young player for the Lady Jays. Baseline shot no good from Maddie Partridge. Harper Little gets the rebound and heads the other way, only to have it stolen by Eldon. And here they come back the other way, and Harper commits the foul. Good job there by number 31, Taylor Pele, for Eldon, who got that steal and took it right to the basket and drew a foul. She'll head to the line for 2 free throws. And connects on the first. 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and we've seen quite a bit of action. Second free throw is no good. Menzies grabs the rebound, saves it to Clevenger. Ahead to Newman, who takes the contact and finishes.
Yeah, good way to use her body there to shield the block. She knew she had to step on her, but still a little bit of a stretch there for a jump.
Smart play by Newman, who gets the basket and puts Clever up by 8. Clever staying in the 2-3 zone here. Eldon works it inside. Bledsoe's unable to connect. Menzies pushes it ahead to Little, who up to Tessa again from the right side and gets another one to go.
Right spot at the right time.
2 quick baskets from Tessa puts Clever up by 10 now. And Eldon called for the double dribble as Halderman just lost the handle on the ball there. 1 second left here. Clever may have a chance to get a quick shot off to try to push this lead even a little bit further. Harper got it into Allie, but Allie ran out of time, and that's going to do it. At the end of the first quarter, Clever leads Eldon 19-9, and we'll take a quick second and hear a word from our sponsors.
B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is known as the Fireplace Family. What do? Sales, installation, and service on gas, wood-burning, and electric fireplaces, as well as pellet fireplaces and pellet stoves. They also work with new construction, repairs, or remodels. They represent Astria, Iron Strike, Empire, and Monessen. B&K Fireplaces Incorporated is located at 4130 West 3rd Street in Battlefield, Missouri. For any questions, call B&K Fireplaces at 886-0660. That's 886-0660.
All right, back here at the O'Reilly Family Event Center on the campus of Drury University.
The Panthers.
Second quarter of the Lady Jays game versus Eldon. Boys had an exciting victory in overtime in the first game, and the Lady Jays are up 19-9 here to start the second quarter.
You know, it's always you always love winning those close games like that, but you know, truthfully, you'd like to have a little more breathing room throughout.
Nice looking shot there from Halderman. She knocks down a 2. Make that 19-11. Clever leads Eldon now. Yeah, you're exactly right, Josh. Those games are fun, but you'd always like to have a little bit more cushion and win a little bit easier if you can. Little tries the lob there, but it connects with the rim instead of making it to Menzies. Clevenger picks it up, but is unable to connect, and Eldon comes away with the rebound. Taylor Pele with a nice scoop shot on the right side. Gets it to go. That was an impressive take. She took it the full length of the court there, got the ball, and went the full 84 and laid it in. Maples has the ball up top. She's stuck, but gets it to Clevenger. And the Lady Jays will reset here. Menzies sets a ball screen. Clevenger gives it back to Menzies. Over to Maples now on the left side. Another ball screen from Menzies. She rolls this time. They get her, but her shot is blocked out of bounds, but possession is going to stay with Clever. Nice little pick and roll action there, but weren't able to capitalize.
Yeah, you'd look to see the Blue Jays do that a little more often with Menzies being a taller athlete like she is.
Harper.
Maples being a 1,500 point scorer, I think. When she gets open, she can certainly pop and ring the bell.
Harper Little had the 3 in the corner, and she missed, and Eldon got the rebound.
Looked like that ball touched the bottom part of the rim and then went in.
And on the other end, Grace Balcom somehow gets it to climb over the rim and go in. Score's now 19-15. Lady Jays lead Eldon. Maples drives, is cut off, and dishes it back out to Menzies, who does the same and dishes it back out to Maples. Body contact, no. They call Hannah for the push-off. That's going to be an offensive foul on Hannah Maples. Just her first foul, 4th team foul. Defender got caught up in Hannah there a little bit. She tried to clear some space, and unfortunately, Hannah was on the wrong end of that call. Eldon gets it inside to Balcom, who attacks the basket immediately and draws the foul. That foul is called on Madison Newman. That's her first personal, 5th team foul. And Balcom misses the first free throw. Clever leads 19-15. We got 5.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Second one is good, and the lead is down to 3. Maples dumps it into Little, who swings it to Clevenger and back up to Maples. Now across to Menzies, into Harper in the post. She's unable to connect, and there's Pele with the rebound and taking off again. The scoop again on the right side and gets it to go again. We've never seen Eldon play, but I'd say that's her trademark move right there. Score's now 19 to 18. Clever just leads by 1. Quick 30-second timeout there by Dan Jones of the Lady Jays. He doesn't like what he's seeing out there.
No, they've come out a little bit flat since that last timeout. Probably going to talk some things over, try to get everybody rallied up and come back out strong.
Probably look to get a little better shot selection. They've had a few questionable shots, some tough shots. And also talk about getting back. Eldon has grabbed the ball and been able to capitalize by quickly getting down the floor.
Simply outrunning the Blue Jays a few times there. It looked like it looked like Harper there had a couple layups that were pretty tough. She had to finish with a little bit of contact. But the Blue Jays, they can play a little bit cleaner. They can tighten it up.
We got 5 minutes left here in the second quarter, and Clever leads by 1, 19 to 18. Maples again with some contact, and this time she's on the right side of the call. Blocking foul call on Maddie Partridge for Eldon. That's her first, team foul number 5. Basically the same play we saw just a couple possessions ago, but this time they call the body contact first. Menzies out to Maples for a deep 3, just long, but Harper Little gets the rebound. She can't connect. Menzies gets it back, and she gets it in. Several looks there for the Lady Jays, and they're finally able to capitalize. And here comes Eldon right back, but Menzies is able to strip Bacom. Several people touch the ball.
Bodies everywhere.
Bodies everywhere, and it's out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Eldon. It's good to see the hustle from both teams there going after the ball, but a little bit of a broken play. Pele in the corner for 3, just short. Fight for the rebound. Eldon gets it back. Blocked by Abby Menzies, who also collects the rebound and outlets to Harper. Feeds it ahead to Hannah for a 10-foot jumper, and it's good.
Good set shot there.
Hannah did a great job getting under control, and then she drew the offensive foul. Eldon's coach is not happy about that. The Maples drew the charge on Taylor Pele, and that's her second personal.
It's 90 feet from the basket at the.
Yeah, Eldon bench not happy with that one at all, but that's a 6-team foul there on the Mustangs. Allie Clevenger lines up a 3 and nails it.
And she can get hot. She's had a few games this year where she has absolutely lit some people up.
Yeah, several different girls that can score, and the press causes some more trouble here as Eldon dribbles it out of bounds. And Clever's pushed their lead back up to 8. We're at the halfway mark of the second quarter.
What do you think Jones said to him?
Whatever it did, it got him fired up. Clevenger drives baseline, kicks back to Maples for a deep 3 up top. No good, but Madison Newman gets the rebound. Shot won't count as they call it travel, which I think was the right call there. She took a little extra step.
To be honest, it looked like she almost tried to step around the player that had fallen down. So taking a chance to be nice there.
I think you're right, Josh. Near still at half court as the Lady Jays stayed with their press, but Eldon retains possession. Feed it inside, but Bacom loses the handle and Clevenger comes up with it. Maples takes another 3. This one just short. And Bledsoe, who might be the shortest player on the court, gets the rebound. Broken play. Menzies comes up with it and feeds it ahead to Clevenger. She's chased down by Bacom, and Bacom blocks it out of bounds. Possession's going to stay with Clever. Camry Bond returns for Eldon, and Tessa Newman replaces her sister Madison Newman here with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Harper Little inbounds on the baseline to Allie, who drops it over to Hannah for another 3, just off the iron again, and Pele brings down another rebound. Clever falls back to their 2-3 zone. And Lady Mustangs work it around the outside. They find Balcom now on the inside.
Oh, good block.
Great defense by Abby there. But Eldon recovers, gets it back, gets the basket, and gets fouled. And what do you know, Brooklyn Bledsoe, who's probably about 5'3",
if that,
grabs the rebound and gets it back in and gets fouled down there in the lane. Great effort from her. She'll go to the line to shoot 1. Clever's up by 6 and make it 5. 26-21, Clever leads Eldon.
Eldon picking up full court there with the man-on-man.
Full court pressure on Maples here. Just trying to make her work a little bit harder. Clevenger has it now as Clever's really wide in a 5-man here. Waiting to see what Eldon's going to do.
Looks like Clever is going to make them.
Yeah, Clever's really wanting to draw them out, it looks like, before they attack. And Menzies does just that there, but is unable to connect. She fights and gets a rebound back. Passes to Harper, who drives, scores, and gets the foul. Great hustle there by Abby Menzies.
Yeah, she got down, got on the floor, made a play for her team, and it turned out well.
Good execution by Harper, drew the contact and finished through it. Ashton Graff checks back in. She's going to replace Abby here. Probably let Abby rest the last 2 minutes of the first half here.
Well-deserved break.
Harper's at the line. She'll have 1 shot. And she makes it. Clever still with the full court pressure. Not the full-on press here this time, but
a little more relaxed.
Still some pressure. Tough jumper from Pele, and she gets it to go. Definitely, from what we've seen here in the first half, definitely a quality player in Taylor Pele there. Again, Eldon with the pressure on Maples up there. Now Allie has it, and Clever's just kind of drawing them out, seeing what they'll do, and Eldon hasn't shown a ton of pressure here. Clevenger drops it off to Graff in the corner and brings it back out to Harper up top. Looks like Harper draws the blocking foul on the sideline. And if that's the case, she'll go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. And indeed, that is the case. Macy Halderman gets called for her 3rd personal foul, and that's the 8th team foul. She'll check out, and Maddie Partridge will check in to replace her here for the rest of the half. Harper's at the line shooting 1 and 1, and Madison Newman's ready to check in for her if she'll make both free throws. She connects on the first. I've got here that's 10 points now for Harper in the first half.
She has definitely come up solid for her team in the first half against Eldon here.
She makes the second as well, and Madison checks in to replace her. Harper likely getting a break for the last minute here of the first half. Clever now leads 31-23. Back in the full court press. Pele dribbles through, but loses her footing. And Hannah Maples comes up with the ball. Hannah looked to make a long pass there and decided better of it, but got called for the palming violation. Ball back to Eldon here near midcourt. They get it into Pele, and she brings it across. Splits the defense, pulls up from the free throw line, and connects. And I've got that's at least 11 points for her here tonight, Josh.
I think the last time she just dribbled right down the court and scored again.
40 seconds left here. Looks like Clever's going to take their time in choosing the shot they want. Very odd, getting really wide on Eldon. And
yeah, we haven't seen much like this from the Blue Jays this year, but they are keeping it wide, keeping them stretched out.
Looks like they're going to hold on for 1 now. Clock's down to 15 seconds. Maples gets double teamed at half court, but evades it, but gets a call for palming again. That one was a little more borderline, a little bit of a hesitation there, but enough that Bishop thought she got her hand underneath it, so.
Tonight, our referees have called it pretty tight. Have stayed consistent, though.
They have. 5 seconds left here for Eldon. Pele up top. She's going to have to shoot it. Indeed, she does. It's partially blocked. But Baucom grabbed it and got
Looks
the
like they're going to talk it over.
as time expired. I think they counted it. Jones wants to argue that it didn't count, but this isn't the NBA, and there will be no review. So at the half, Clever has 31, and Eldon has 27. We'll take a quick break, and it looks like Coach Brocious is going to come over and join us here when we get back from this commercial. We'll be back after this. All right, and welcome back to the O'Reilly Family Event Center here. We're at halftime of the Lady Jays game, and we're joined by Coach Brocious of the boys. Coach, exciting finish there to the game in overtime. Kind of just walk us through that last play and what you'd kind of talked about Devin to do and just how it all worked out.
Yeah, we told Devin at the timeout, get up tight, see if you can't get a 5-second count on them, just knowing that a lot of times late in the games, refs aren't going to call much, and Dev did a really good job of getting up tight as soon as he caught it back, and time was running down. I thought the kid was a little bit maybe late in waiting to go, and I think the kid tried to cross over, go between his legs, and Dev has great, quick hands, and just made a big play, and then. I thought he was getting fouled almost the whole way going down the other end for the layup, but just made a great play and a great finish there.
Yeah, great clock management by Devin. Kept looking back and forth, seeing when he could get it off, and I think it was probably less than half a second when he finally let it out of his hands.
Yeah, it was. I think he's just thinking, oh, please let me make this all the way down the court.
Well, that's a difficult shot. He didn't have enough time to get to the glass, had to lay it up in front, and when you know the clock's pushing down on you, that's definitely one of those you can easily rush and kind of miss off the back iron, but he got it to go.
Absolutely. It was just a great play. So.
Well, a great game from the boys overall. It was kind of nice to see Pembroke Hill played man for most of the game. Something you guys haven't got to see a lot of this year, but I think that definitely contributed to a more fluid offense for the boys.
Absolutely, and we talked about at halftime, we felt like the first half there was probably 5 or 6 possessions where we kind of took some maybe rush shots, and we talked about at halftime, this is not the same team you've played the last couple games. Some conference teams are a little bit down, and you may have to make more than 4 or 5 passes to get a great shot and make some second cuts and, be patient. And but I felt like the whole game we were a lot more aggressive-minded going to the basket. And to me, it showed in how many times we got to the free throw line. And Jared Sopik was huge tonight. He made some big shots. I don't think he missed a free throw. And kind of getting out of that, he kind of had an early season funk with that. Jacob Partee, once again, he's such a tough kid to guard. He's learned to take what defenses give him so much, and if they're going to give him a step or two, he'll take the shot. If they're going to get up tight, he'll attack the basket. And those two in particular were really good. Matt Christopher again in transition was really, really good. And he was sick tonight, fighting through some stuff, but he had 10 points for us. And, you know, a lot of times for Matt, that's just getting out and running and making a play in the full court. And so it was good. You know, we're finally starting to get some complementary pieces as far as scoring. You know, Jacob's been pretty consistent all year, but I told the kids after the game, you know, any guy can step up any game and make some shots, especially with how well we're moving the ball and just playing team basketball and offense. And it's, you know, like last night, I just told the kids, I was like, how much fun is this? It's just fun. It's fun to coach you. It's got to be a ton of fun to play. I've seen more guys pointing at each other when you make a great play. Just being unselfish and team basketball.
Yeah, no, Coach, I think you're exactly right. And Josh and I actually hit on several of those things tonight. And even during the timeout, I stopped and talked to Josh and said, man, just how much fun is this? And you could tell the boys are playing with a lot more enjoyment and playing more for each other, it seems like, a little bit. And, you know, you mentioned Partee may be known for being a little bit more of a shooter, but several times tonight had nice drives on the baseline. When they came out on him, did a great job attacking the basket. I'm guessing this may have been a season high for Jared tonight.
Yeah, it was. I think he had 22 tonight.
22.
Hit a couple big threes and was just aggressive getting to the basket. You know, he had probably 4 or 5 offensive boards too. Just, you know, and that's the thing Jared's done so well all year is rebounded as a guard. And he's got one of the best verticals on the team. And when he's just getting us some extra possessions and things like that, it's huge. And Jared's been an unselfish kid all year long. It's good to see him starting to hit some shots because he's capable. He's got a great looking shot, and he's very, very capable of going off.
Yeah, we've definitely seen Jared through the years. We've seen him have some big games, especially when he was younger. We know it's there, so it's been nice to really see it come out these past few games. Probably one other guy Josh and I noticed tonight was Peck. A lot of things he does doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but some great hustle, some great rebounds. You know, he's often the smallest and thinnest guy on the court, but that never stops him from getting in there and mixing things up.
Yeah, he's got a non-stop motor, great hustle. You know, he brings it every night. He's a competitor, just a competitor. Just, you know, kind of has that don't say die attitude out there. And, you know, you'd love to have a kid like that. And he'll do whatever it takes for the team to win the game. And you love that. You know, and his shot's been falling a little bit more consistently the last couple of weeks too. He's another one that's got a great shot. And so, like I said, if you can get Jared or Caleb and Mark or Matt or, you know, some of those other guys to step up and get 10 to 12 points, that's huge for our team.
Yeah, it definitely makes a big difference. Well, Coach, it was a great win tonight in overtime, definitely exciting fashion. I got a couple more conference games next week, then district seed meeting, and then another game or two, and headed to district. It's going to be a tough Class 3. It's out in Fair Grove this year, right?
Yes, sir. It's going to be an exciting one.
Fair Grove and Catholic, 2 really good teams in that district as well. So
absolutely.
We look forward to seeing some more action, and I think the plan is to cover several of those district games as well. So tune in and catch if you aren't able to make it out to Fair Grove.
That sounds great. Thanks a lot.
Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
All right, thanks a lot.
Banks are like people. Some treat you like family, while others act like you're just a number. At the Bank of Billings, we're just local folks. We're home-owned. That means our decisions aren't made in Kansas City or St. Louis or Des Moines. They're made in Billings, Missouri. The Bank of Billings, member FDIC, Billings and Marionville, come see us. We're just local folks, too.
Bank of Billings is an equal housing lender.
Rick's Tire Shop and Automotive is located in Clever, Missouri, and is locally owned by Jeremy Leahy and Tyler Moore. The shop is a full-service automotive shop and is ASE certified. They also honor extended warranties and even specialize in Asian import repair on Toyota, Lexus, Scion, Honda, and Acura. Other services offered include brake service and repair, front suspension and steering repair, ball joints and U-joint replacement, oil changes and lube along with transmission service, tune-ups and engine diagnostics, timing belts and all preventative maintenance, heating and air conditioning service, and Missouri State inspections.
All right, we're back here for second half action. Ali Clevenger with a quick drive, but is unable to connect. Madison Newman tipped a rebound out of bounds, and it's going to be Eldon basketball. Start the second half here. Clever leads Eldon by 4, 31-27. We're here at the O'Reilly Family Event Center on the campus of Drury University in the last game of the Scoreboard Guys shootout. Eldon retains possession there after a loose ball. Bledsoe drives in and kicks it back out to Bond, who shoots, and off the side of the backboard, Newman comes away with the rebound. Nearly turns it over, but holds on to it and gets it to Maples. Maples waits for some action here, drops it off to Clevenger. Looks like they're looking to isolate Clevenger on Pele there, as Pele's in a little bit of foul trouble. Balcom gets the steal and comes the other way, but Menzies blocks it and passes it right back to Eldon, who drives and is fouled. Matty Partridge attacked the basket there and drew the foul. Foul called on Madison Newman, her second personal. First team foul here in the second half. Partridge at the line shooting 2, and the first one is no good. She makes the second one. Clever's lead is trimmed to 3. Harper Little into the front court, but has it tipped out from behind, and Ellen has the ball right back. Pull-up jumper, no good. But Balcom brings down the rebound and draws the foul. That's on Madison Newman. That's her third personal. A little surprised Jones hasn't got a sub up. Now he's got Tessa up, but it's too late. Eldon gets it in, and Bledsoe misses the jumper. Clever quickly ahead to Maples, who finds Newman on the backside, but it's tipped, and here comes Pele the other way for Eldon. Well, she drives hard to the basket when she gets it, doesn't she?
Yep. Yeah, no, she has made quite a few attempts here.
Pele comes up short, and Clever has it coming back the other way. Newman in the corner, dumps it into Menzies. Menzies misses there from about 8 feet. Coach Jones is probably wishing she would have just taken a dribble in and scored right at the basket. But
yeah, I don't think she knew how wide open she was right there.
Eldon has it, back the other way. Cross-court pass to Bond, who dumps it in to Balcom. Post move blocked by Menzies again. That's at least 3 or 4 blocks for Abby Menzies here tonight.
She's got to give her a Matumbo finger wag or something after a while.
That's right. Don't have the video board here tonight. Harper Little quickly the other way and draws the foul. That one's on Balcom. That's her second. Harper's going to go to the line to shoot 2, and Tess is at the scorer's table. She's going to check in for Madison here, as Madison has 3 fouls. Free throw no good for Harper. And there's Tessa into the game. Harper will have one more shot here. Well, the crowd's thinned out a little bit on us for the nightcap, but we're still going strong. Second free throw's good for Harper. Clever leads by 4. Full court pressure. And back off here. Bond gets an open 15-footer. No good. Rebound to Harper. Pushes it ahead to Alley. To Tessa in the corner. In and out, but Menzies grabs the rebound and puts it back in.
Menzies right on the spot there.
Right place at the right time.
Yep.
Full court press results in another tip pass out of bounds. It's going to remain Eldon possession. Very active hands for the Lady Jays back there.
Yeah. If the Blue Jays on that press, if they can remember that when it's broken, if the back person can remember not to help up and to stay back, then usually they can slow them down enough that there's no score.
Bond traveled there, but the ref didn't catch it at first, but then Bond smiled and looked and kind of gave herself away.
I think Harper Little helped her out with that call.
Should have played that one a little more slyly. She might have gotten away with it. Harper drives into the lane and gets the layup to go. 2 more for her. I've got her at 14 points tonight. Clever's lead is up to 8. And Eldon's coach has seen enough. She's going to take a full timeout. So with that, we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back after this. Clever leads by 8.
Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is a proud sponsor for Clever Web TV. Stop by and see Dwight Crow for your auto needs. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is locally owned in Clever, Missouri off State Highway P. Services include tires, brakes, oil changes, inspections, wheel alignment, and air conditioning repair. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts wish the Clever Blue Jays a great season. Rick's Tire Shop and Automotive is located in Clever, Missouri, and is locally owned by Jeremy Leahy and Tyler Moore. The shop is a full-service automotive shop and is ASE certified. They also honor extended warranties and even specialize in Asian import repair on Toyota, Lexus, Scion, Honda, and Acura. Other services offered include brake service and repair, front suspension and steering repair, ball joints and U-joint replacement, oil changes and lube along with transmission service, tune-ups and engine diagnostics, timing belts and all preventative maintenance, heating and air conditioning service, and Missouri State inspections.
And welcome back here to the third quarter. On the Talon Sports Network, I'm Clint Satterley alongside Josh Pope.
Hey, hey.
We got 5 minutes left here in the third quarter, and the Lady Jays lead by 8. Bledsoe drives in for Eldon and gets it to go.
Smallest player on the court, you said, right?
Tiny but mighty.
Yes.
That draws Eldon to within 6.
The Blue Jays here, kind of a different approach with spreading everybody out. Really looking to open up the floor and then attack and make these Eldon players guard them one-on-one.
Harper does that just there and drives and draws the foul. That's on Partridge. It's her second for Eldon. That's the second team foul for Eldon. Harper's at the line shooting 2, and she sinks the first. Yeah, I think Coach Jones thinks his girls have the speed advantage, so they're really trying to get wide and dribble drive around them and get their help so far out that they can't help off. Harper unable to connect on the second, and Pele brings the ball up for the Lady Mustangs. As a push off. Yep, Hannah draws the charge there. Great play. Used her body, got in front, and Bledsoe used the off arm there, and Hannah drew the charge. It's a second foul on Bledsoe and the third team foul on Eldon. Bledsoe still staying full court here on Hannah. It looks like they want to get the ball out of her hands a little bit.
Tonight, Hannah struggled a little bit, it seemed, and you know what? Other players have really stepped up. Between Little and Clevenger here, they have provided the ball handling needed.
Hard foul from behind on Bledsoe. It looked like there some incidental contact, but Menzies went down kind of hard. She looks to be all right, though.
You always worry about an ankle right there.
Yep. That's the third foul on Bledsoe and the fourth on Eldon. Newman gets open for a long 2 and nails it. Tessa's a really good spot-up shooter.
She is. Catch and shoot scenarios, she's probably one of the better ones on the team.
Definitely showed it there. Eldon working it around. Bledsoe gets open for a 3. It's long.
Clevenger with a big block out.
Nice block out. Newman pulls a little bit of a Russell Westbrook and forgets to dribble. And that ball's going to go back to Eldon.
I don't think she took quite 6 steps like he did.
You're right. You're right. It wasn't that many steps, but tried to get the full court pass going and needed an extra step to gather herself and called for the travel. Eldon ball here again, and Bledsoe drives on Menzies, and Menzies isn't having it. Blocks another shot, outlets to Maples, and Maples throws it away. Eldon comes back the other way. Nice dump down to Bledsoe, who misses
Off the
this
mark.
time. Eldon gets it back again and draws the foul. Halderman got that rebound and drew the foul. We'll see who they call it on here for the Lady Jays. It is going to be on Abby. That's her second personal. It's the third team foul on the Lady Jays. Halderman to the line for Eldon to shoot 2.
Halderman, who came up pretty hot there at the beginning of the game. It seemed like cooled off a little bit. Now with 5 points.
Yep, a couple quick baskets there early. Not much since then, but makes the first here and misses the second. Balcom with a nice rebound, but Harper blocks it from behind.
Looks like she fell down, got right back up, and then just exploded to jump to block that attempt there.
Great effort by Harper there. Ashton Graff and Madison Newman return to the game for the Lady Jays. We've got 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and Lady Jays lead by 8. Baseline inbounds, they get it into Bledsoe. Drives in, nice take, can't get it to go. Balcom gets the rebound, and she can't get it to go. Gets another rebound. Finds Bledsoe again, who can't make it, but Halderman gets the rebound, gets the basket, and is fouled. 4 offensive rebounds there. Your chances of scoring are pretty high. You know Coach Jones isn't happy with that possession.
No, with 4 fouls now on Madison Newman, you've got to start to worry about that a little bit.
That's right. Halderman misses the free throw, but Eldon gets it back again on an offensive rebound and draws another foul. This time it's on Newman's sister. It's on Tessa. That's her second. Pele to the line now for Eldon, and she sinks the first. Well, giving another team a lot of extra shot attempts is going to let them back in the game.
You really hope that coming down towards the end of the year, you can really clean up some of these possessions because those are just points that are generated that can really devastate a team, especially at the end of a game.
Newman just long on a 3, and Eldon grabs the rebound and brings it back the other way. Pele at the 3-point line driving, scoop on the left side, and gets to go with the left. We've seen that move on the right side a couple times, and she flipped it to the left, and Pele's got her team within 2, 39-37. Harper drives, loses her balance just a little bit and is unable to connect. And here comes Pele again for the Lady Mustangs. Goes to the scoop on the right side and connects, and it's a tie game here, Josh.
Yep, all notched up.
39-39 with 2 minutes to go in the third, and just a series of not very good possessions for the Lady Jays, and Eldon has just capitalized. Good move by Madison Newman there underneath and draws the foul. Unable to connect, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul's on Pele. That's her third, 5th team foul.
Pele, who's been big on both ends of the court now, looks like she was a little winded and a little tired and just had almost a desperation foul.
Needed a quick break there. Newman connects on the first, puts Clever back up by 1, and Clevenger checks in to replace Harper Little. Second one rims out. Abby Menzies is waiting to check in for Madison, but she'll have to wait. Pele again here with the ball at the top. Over to Bledsoe, who gets the 3 off. Misses short. Clevenger has it, and she's off to the races. Loses her dribble. Tessa recovers it. Gets tied up there. Looks like Bishop calls a jump ball. He didn't have his whistle in the mouth, so it took a second for that to unfold.
Coach Jones a little upset there, it looks like. I don't know.
Well, it looked like Bishop was going to give Jones the timeout, but he didn't have his whistle in his mouth.
Oh. And there it goes.
And Coach Jones has now picked up a technical foul. Yeah, look, Coach Jones thought Bishop was going to give him the timeout. By the time Bishop got his whistle in his mouth, he had to call a jump ball, and Jones was not happy and kept talking, and it's resulted in the technical foul. And Pele's going to go to the line for Eldon with the chance to put him ahead here. Bad sequence of events for the Lady Jays. Pele connects on the first. We're now tied up at 40 apiece with 1.5 minutes to go here in the third. And she makes the second and does just that, gives them the lead. Coach Jones still trying to talk it out with another one of the officials.
Pleading his case.
Pleading his case to no avail. And it's Eldon basketball here as play resumes. Three-pointer no good by Pele. Outlet pass from Menzies goes off the foot of Maples. Too bad there because Clevenger was wide open down the court. Called a held ball. This one goes to Clever here. After the previous went to Eldon. Clevenger finds Graff. Cross-court pass to Maples, quickly up front. Dumps it into Graff. Back to Maples, sets for a three. And it's off the front of the rim. Menzies collects, finds Clevenger, who drives and scores. Clevenger retakes the lead for Clever there. 42-41 with a minute to go here in the third. Clean look for three from Pele. It's just off the mark, and
Pele not scared to shoot it.
No. Newman has the rebound, heads the other way, drives, finds daylight and gets it in. Nice full court take there from Tessa. She just kept waiting for somebody to stop her, and nobody did. Working around the outside now for Eldon. Find Bledsoe in the corner. She drives, is cut off by Tessa. Back out to Partridge, who's trapped, and Menzies comes away with the steal. And Clevenger brings it up the other side. 12 seconds to go here in the quarter. Clevenger trying to create.
Oh,
nice take, and gets it to drop.
Good touch.
Technical foul on
Looked like
Eldon, number 30.
Yeah.
On Bledsoe there. Looks like she thought there was a foul on Clevenger when she was driving. I think she thought she got pushed off. Had some words for the official, and
Mr. Bishop did not care for it.
Hannah's going to go to the line to shoot for Clever now.
Let me tell you what, Hannah Maples tonight struggling just a little bit.
Not one of her best shooting nights, but she continues to be a leader for Clever.
Very prolific scorer.
Gets a second to go there. Clever's lead is now back to 6. Well, Clever was just down 1. We had a tie game at 40. Then Eldon took the lead 41-40.
Just
and
like that.
Clever's back up. 3 seconds to go here in the quarter. Clever will have a chance to maybe extend this lead. Look for the backdoor lob, couldn't get it. Menzies pulls a 3, and it's no good. And after 3 quarters, the score is 47-41. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back after this.
Banks are like people. Some treat you like family, while others act like you're just a number. At the Bank of Billings, we're just local folks. We're home-owned. That means our decisions aren't made in Kansas City or St. Louis or Des Moines. They're made in Billings, Missouri. The Bank of Billings, member FDIC, Billings and Marionville, come see us. We're just local folks, too.
Bank of Billings is an equal housing lender.
And we're back here for the fourth quarter. It's going to be Eldon basketball to start the quarter. Clever leads by 6, 47 to 41. Looks like the Lady Jays have fallen back into a 2-3 again. Continue to mix it up a bit on Eldon. Nice pass inside to Balcom, and she connects. Cuts the lead to 4.
Hoping that both teams can take home a win today.
Boys had a thrilling victory in overtime earlier tonight. Maples drives and gets it to go. You know, she stayed persistent despite missing a few shots. She's kept after it, and it paid off there. Pele drives, but foul's called on the Lady Jays. We'll see who they give it to. There's about 3 bodies there. They call that one on Maples. That's her second. It's the 7th team foul on Clever, so Pele's going to go to the line and shoot 1-1. Pele's a little shaken up on the play, hit the floor pretty hard. Some incidental contact there on the block. Seems to be all right as she nails the first free throw.
She pulling a little Dwayne Wade, acting hurt, and then bam, turning around, making you pay.
Connects on the second as well. And Clever's lead back to 4. Eldon's in a man-to-man here. They've stayed in, and Abby copies a move from Pele there with the scoop. Gets it to go.
Right back at you, huh?
She pushes Clever's lead back to 6. Abby with an impressive block that she just turned into a jump ball.
Yeah, how many blocks has she had tonight? 4, 5?
I think that's at least 5, if not 6. Impressive play from her tonight, protecting the basket.
Whenever your guards can play tough defense up front and give you a front line that can really slow them down, it's a lot easier to transition over. Oh,
Harper finds Tessa in the corner for 3, and Bond runs into Tessa. I don't think it was intentional, but she takes Tessa down pretty hard, and Tessa's going to go to the line and shoot 3 free throws here.
First rule, never foul the jump shooters.
Now Tessa's a little shaken up, taking her time. The referee's checking on her. She's going to stay in and shoot here. See if she can do just like Pele did and knock them all down. In and out on the first one. Clever's lead still at 6 points here. 2 more free throws, though, for Newman, as she was fouled in the corner on that 3. Misses the second as well. A little bit of a missed opportunity here for the Lady Jays. And the third rims out as well. 3 missed free throws from Tessa, who's statistically just a good free throw shooter, a good jump shooter. Very rare. Abby with her hands on another pass. Tessa comes up with it and drops it back to Abby, who throws it ahead to Hannah and lays it in.
Joe Montana type pass there.
Great execution by the Lady Jays. Got their heads up and found the scorer up the court.
Oh.
Halderman throws a little bit of a risky pass there, and Eldon can't hang on. It's going to be out of bounds back to the Lady Jays.
Yeah, she was wide open there on the baseline. Pass was just too much to handle.
Bledsoe's going to check back in for the Lady Mustangs. She replaces Bond. Bledsoe had a quick few minutes on the bench there after receiving that technical foul. They're still picking up Hannah in the full court. They really don't want her to have the ball in her hands.
Well, when you score that many points for your school, You know, you got to have some sort of plan, got to have some sort of action to take care of somebody like that.
Smart play there by her. She back cut him and got the pass, but was unable to connect. And then Abby tried to go for the rebound, and she was called for the push in the back there, going for that rebound. That's her third personal. And it's the 8th on Clever, so 1 and 1 for Eldon. It looks like that's Bacom at the line shooting 1 and 1 for Eldon. And she gets it to go. Well, Eldon's stayed in this game by making some free throws here in the second half. Connects on the second one as well. Clever's lead is at 6 with 5.5 here to go in the fourth quarter. They find Harper inside. She drives just long.
Oh.
Rebounds tipped a couple times, but Eldon comes away with it. Halderman brings it up the sideline, gets to the basket, and scores. It's a nice under control poised take to the basket by Halderman. Little brings it back across for Clever. Finds Minzy's wide open on the wing for 3. She fires long. Maples gets in there and forces a jump ball, but the possession's going to go to the Lady Mustangs. Like to see Clever be a little more patient, continue to attack the basket.
You know, with under 5 minutes left at Clever, we usually call that winning time. And up by 4 like this, you've really got to tighten up and make easy, smart plays.
You're exactly right. Menzies goes for a steal there and can't come up with it. And Halderman connects on the layup. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. Similar to what we saw in the boys' game, Josh. Got up a little bit. Kind of thought maybe you were going to have an easy win and
Oh, my.
let the other team right back in. Menzies just throws it right to Eldon, but the Eldon player wasn't ready. Bounces off of her, get it back. Maples misses a 3. And Eldon comes right back the other way. Halderman with the ball. Over to Pele. 15-footer from the elbow is good. I have 23 here for her tonight, Josh. She's leading the team for the Lady Mustangs.
She's been everywhere.
Bledsoe with, I'm sure her coach isn't pleased with that foul. Tried to tip from behind and ran into Newman there. And not only is it a foul at half court, it's her 5th foul of the game, and she's done. Her coach is not happy.
Yeah, you'd like to see a player of her caliber be able to stay in the game there and give your team a really good chance.
Newman to the line, shooting 1 and 1, and she misses, but Menzies gets the rebound and puts it back in. Menzies really saved that possession there for the Lady Jays. Puts them back up 2 after Eldon had just tied it up.
Big time rebound.
P.T. Peer. Nice drive by Maddie Partridge, but she misses, and Clever comes away with it.
Harper Little with a big play.
Great save to Hannah, who feeds it ahead to Allie.
Allie Clevenger. Left hand.
Nice finish by Allie there. Good passing from the Lady Jays. Push their lead back up to 4. Pull up from Halderman. Wow, nice shot. That's one of those shots, if you're the coach, you're saying no, 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 no. Yes, yes, good shot.
Grabbing somebody to get in for, and then as soon as they make it, telling them to set right back down.
Yeah, early in the possession and a long 2-pointer, but nothing but net. She knew what she was doing. Harper Little drives in, attacks the basket, and draws the foul. That's on Bond. That's her 2nd, and that's only the 9th team foul for Eldon. So Harper's at the line, still just shooting 1 and 1. Not yet in the double bonus. And she gets it to go. Big free throw there from Harper. Pushes Clever's lead up to 3. Harper's 2nd one is up and is in as well.
Free throws win games.
That they do. 3 minutes to go here. Clever's leads back to 4. Clever applying a little full court pressure. Slow Eldon down just a bit. Partridge works it around, gets it over to Halderman. Ball screen. Hannah fights through, but it's called for the foul. Got to have a little better communication there from Tessa. I don't think Hannah even knew that screen was there. She just plowed right through it. That's Hannah's third.
All you can do is hope that your teammate has your back there and sends out a warning, because otherwise you'll get your bell rung.
Partridge heads to the line, shoots 1 and 1. Sinks the first. Eldon still very consistent down the stretch here, making free throws. They get within 3 on that first one, a chance to cut it to 2 here. And they do. 59-57 with about 2.5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Clever's up by 2. Eldon stays in their man-to-man. Hannah has the ball on the wing. Needs to dribble to avoid the 5. Doesn't realize it and gets called for the 5 count.
As a ball handler, you got to be aware of that.
Yeah, I think Hannah thought she had created enough space there with one of those pass fakes, but the official saw otherwise and kept counting. And she got the 5-second before she knew what had hit her. Great defense.
Oh, wow.
Clevenger gets it and pushes it ahead to Harper. Harper draws the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Well, just when you think Clever maybe makes a play to let Eldon back into it, they come up with a big play and have a chance to push their lead back up.
Yeah, just like that. This game can change so quick.
Harper sinks her first free throw. That foul was called on Balcom. That's her 3rd personal. It was also the 10th team foul on Eldon, so Clever's now in double bonus the rest of the way. Harper misses the 2nd free throw, but there's a loose ball on the floor. Eldon gets it. That was Bond that came up with the ball, but she rolled over. And she's called for a travel.
Looks like our officials are going to converge. Have a chat about something here.
I missed it. I don't know what's going on.
Me neither. It looked like the call on the play was correct.
Technical foul on someone.
Oh. Looks like, did Coach Jones get another technical?
Now the rule that's in effect for coaches after your first is the bench rule. Technically, you have to stay on the bench. And I don't know if Coach Jones popped up there and they called it. Oftentimes, you know, they're not too strict on that. They'll just remind the coach to sit down, but
he gets an ovation from the crowd.
My only thought is he either stood up or he just said something and they gave him the 2nd technical.
Yeah. Usually they'll allow a coach to pop up if he's going to say something, you know, in the heat of the game. They do like for you to remain close to that, right in front of that seat and then setting down for, you know, supposedly the entirety of the game.
That's right. Well, Jones heads down the hallway to the locker room. Pele goes to the line to shoot 2. She only makes 1. Clever's lead is cut to 2, but it's still Eldon basketball here with 2 minutes to go, and Clever's without their head coach now.
We have seen some pretty wild things here in this game, Clint. A few technicals, a few six-point swing at one point. Oh, my.
That was a good contest by Harper. Made her readjust her shot, but Harper's called for the foul there, and Balcom's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's Harper's 3rd.
I don't know if I agree with that one there, Clint. That was a little preemptive, it looked like to me.
Yeah, I think he expected some contact that maybe didn't take place, but nevertheless, the foul is called, and Balcom sinks both free throws and ties the game at 60. Well, we got 1:40 here, and Hannah brings the ball across midcourt.
It's another tie game with the Blue Jays.
Tough runner from Maples that can't get it to go, and Eldon gets the rebound. Chance to take the lead here. Pele drives, The scoop on the right side.
How many scoops do you want tonight, Clint?
She's filling it up, that's for sure. Eldon takes a 2-point lead. And Thompson decides he better call a timeout. Good move there by Thompson. Take a second, let the girls collect. We'll go ahead and take one more break. Eldon leads 62-60.
Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is a proud sponsor for Clever Web TV. Stop by and see Dwight Crow for your auto needs. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is locally owned in Clever, Missouri off State Highway P. Services include tires, brakes, oil changes, inspections, wheel alignment, and air conditioning repair. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts wish the Clever Blue Jays a great season. Pit Stop Tire and Auto and Old School Auto Parts is a proud sponsor for Clever Web TV. Stop by and see Dwight.
All right, and we're back here. The last minute 15 of the game. Clever gets it into Hannah. And she'll bring it across midcourt here. Hope for the Lady Jays to attack the basket and get a quality shot here.
Oh, looked like that was the attempt that they wanted.
Harper had a good look there, but unable to connect. And Eldon gets the rebound. A minute left here as they come back the other way.
There is no shot clock, so Blue Jays are going to have to pick up some defense here and cause something.
Blocking foul called on Tess. And
Wow.
yeah, that was pretty good defense. She cut off the sideline. But
Looked like she had a good angle.
apparently the official thought she was still moving just a little bit, so she's called for the foul. And Partridge is going to head to the line to shoot two, a chance to put Eldon up by 2 possessions. She makes the first and gives Eldon a 3-point lead here with 48 seconds left. Second one's up. One is good as well. It is a 4-point lead here. Hannah has the ball and brings it across half court. Several crossovers, picks up her dribble, finds Abby on the elbow, who drives, takes some contact, no call.
Oh my.
And Abby's maybe hurt on the baseline as Eldon gets the rebound. Looks like they're going to sub Madison in here for Abby. She came down on the defender's foot or what? She took a pretty hard fall there going out of bounds.
Yeah.
Well, it's Eldon basketball, and there's only 30 seconds left, and Clever's down 4. Really need a steal here. Maples call for the foul. Holderman's going to go to the line for Eldon with the chance to extend their lead. That's the 4th foul there on Hannah, and Clever's over the 10 foul limit. Eldon's in double bonus here.
Clint, these last second scenarios are gone over and over by so many coaches and everybody that's involved with the sport so many times. But what are you thinking here when the Blue Jays get the ball?
Well, Halderman connects on the second free throw, so that puts the lead at 5. I think at this point you can still get a 2 if you can just attack the basket immediately, which Clevenger does here on the baseline. Can't find any daylight though. They kick it out to Harper. Shoots the 3 off the mark, and Eldon gets the rebound. And that may do it for the Lady Jays here. They foul Halderman. She'll go back to the line with 13 seconds left. You know, as long as you got over 20 seconds, as long as if you can still attack the basket and get a look, that's a good plan, you know. And that's not a terrible look that the Jays got there. Clevenger tried to attack the basket, couldn't get a shot up, and got it out to Harper, who's a good 3-point shooter, and she just couldn't connect. Halderman makes the first. Clever takes a timeout, but Eldon's up by 6 at this point. There's only 13 seconds left, so Clever's going to really need some things to break their way.
Yeah.
If they're going to try to steal this one back.
What an odd game, huh? So many. There were just a few, couple technicals, a 6-point swing.
Both sides, technicals.
Yeah. Coach thrown out from the game. This has been exciting.
Well, I'm sure Coach Jones won't be happy. We don't know exactly what happened, but it seems like they followed the rule to a T there.
Yeah.
Good or bad, that's what happened. And we have Halderman back here at the line to shoot one more. Chance to put Eldon up 7 and essentially put this game out of reach for Clever.
And I will give it to our officiating staff today. I think they've done a great job. They've called it tight, but it has been consistent.
I agree. She does make the second, leads up to 7. Hannah crosses half court, down to 6 seconds, pulls the 3. It's good. Thompson quickly calls a timeout. The lead is trimmed to 4, but only 4 seconds remain in the game. You'd need a steal and a made 3 and a foul here to have a chance. So.
Yep.
Percent chances aren't looking good for Clever. It looks like Abby's got her shoe off over there on the sideline. So I'd go with likely a sprained ankle on that play. Looks like they got some ice and they're trying to get it elevated a little bit.
Yeah, no, she was able to walk off the court there, so you're hopeful for her chances, obviously, in the upcoming next few weeks. We are down to the last month of basketball.
Yeah, we're just about 20 days away from districts, so hopefully that's enough time for her to recover and get back on the court. Well, it's Eldon basketball underneath their own basket, or underneath the Clever basket, and the Lady Jays are hoping for a steal here to have any sort of chance. And they call a foul before the inbounds. Looks like that's on Madison Newman, which if that is, I think that's her 5th. No, they do call it on Madison. That is her 5th. She's out of the game. Qualcomm's going to go to the line for Eldon.
Newman, Newman, actually the only senior left on the.
No, Hannah Maples is also a senior.
Oh, I see here.
The 2 seniors on the team. Well, Qualcomm just about to put a bow on this thing and wrap it up. She makes the first, pushes the lead to 5. Second is no good. Graff grabs it, hits Harper. And the clock expires, and that's going to do it. Eldon gets the victory, 68-63 over Clever, and tough loss for the Lady Jays. A few things didn't go their way down the stretch. You know Coach Jones isn't going to be too happy with how things played out, but it is what it is, and the Lady Jays will have to move on and try to recoup next week.
Yep. Yeah, no, they've done some things well tonight. I thought that, to be honest, they were going to have this game there for a while, and some things kind of turned the tide a little bit there towards the end of the game, and we've seen that the outcome just wasn't quite as spectacular as the boys. But good night of basketball all around, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight on the Talon Sports Network, and we appreciate all our sponsors again. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. And we'll be back next Friday night broadcasting the homecoming game of Clever versus Ash Grove, the varsity boys. So
the Pirates.
Be sure to tune in to catch that game next Friday. And again, thanks for tuning in tonight, and thank you to all of our sponsors. And we'll be back next week.
Yep. Thank you. We'll catch you at the Bird's Nest.
Clint Satterley and Josh Pope signing out.
We'll see you.